Malcolm X. The great elder. You didn't know, now you know. His name is still on the deed. And when the messenger of Elijah Muhammad sent a lot of brothers and sisters, especially particularly Malcolm, to set up temples all over the nation, this was purchased before he died. And this was signed before he died. He never got to speak here, mind you. But it was signed before he died, and this is the place. His name is still on the deed up to this day. And this is a black-owned and operated school. We got the Elijah Muhammad High School and the Clara Muhammad School right here in this building. Is up this whole block. The whole front block. When you come on this block on Bedford Avenue, you see that whole front block from end to end. This is it. So let's give them a round of applause for keeping it in the family. A black principal, a black dean, teaching black history, black mathematics, right here. And it all started from the most honorable Clara Muhammad, who started the home school. And she was the one that brought the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to Islam. So give her a round of applause. And then when World Qadim split off and decided to continue with the Islam under the Bilalian, start the Bilalian Muslim paper and all of that, and under the Arabs, that's when he decided to keep this building as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad School and the Clara Muhammad School, and kept this building intact. This is an old building, as you can see. It's an old building, and there used to be some fiery ministers in this building. Fiery ministers in this building. So we have the ancestors, although he signed the name and never spoke here, we have the ancestor, the brother's name is Al-Hajj Ali Al-Shabazz, the one, the brother here, Malcolm X. So once again, give that elder a round of applause for allowing us to be here. Also, we want to thank the staff and management of the Enlightenment Center and Akbar Hall. Give our brother Osman and Sister Badia a round of applause. Give a round of applause. Brother Osman is here. Thank you very much, Brother Osman. And also, big up to the security that comes in and they help out. They're here to protect the masjid, the Muslim brothers. Give them a round of applause. They're in the building. My name is Jimmy Simon. If you don't know, now you know. And I'm not going to be long. I'm just going to be strong real quick because there's a lot that's going on. And like Jeannie was playing for you, Irritate Jeannie. Give Jeannie a round of applause. He's here in the building. Give him a round of applause. More people is coming over. People coming because the trains are like, on Sunday trains are crazy, traffic is crazy. Some of the speakers and the performers that's on the itinerary haven't even made it here. So the traffic is real wild today. If y'all know, you know, they being pumped like afros right now. They call it, they being pumped by the Afro-Europeans, because that's a European-funded and owned operation called Afro Pump. Let's let y'all know straight up. Afro Pump is funded and ran by Europeans. They really want to promote the pump music. They don't want to promote the Afro, but they know they needed our energy to be a part of it. That's what they needed. And although they're going to have my cousin performing, she's as crazy as all hell, Grace Jones, that is my cousin, from my father's side. I haven't seen her in 20 years. I don't care. It is what it is. But the last time I did see her was at a BLS party. She pulled me up backstage and she was there telling the media, this is my long lost cousin. I haven't been lost. She's been lost. She's still doing her thing and marrying white men and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that stuff. And her brother, her twin brother, happens to be part of the LGBT community. So, see, like I said, we have it in our family. It don't mean I support that. And I haven't seen him or her or whatever it is today. I don't know, not Noel the bishop, not Bishop Noel. I'm talking about Peter, her twin brother. Yeah, she got somebody who looks just like her. And this time he wanted to become her. So I guess he wanted to be twin girls instead of a boy and girl unit. So that's what came out of the womb, but he wanted to be a girl. But that's neither here nor there. That's what we fight anyway. That's why we deal with straight, black pride. Say it now, stay black and I'm proud. Let's say it now. Say it now. That is the battle call. That is the real logical call. That's the real reasonable call. Black men, black women coming together to foster better families and love and unity. How can they want to fight that and stop that? How can we allow them to try to fight it and stop it? We will not allow them to fight or to stop our movement. This is just the beginning. I know it's kind of hot. We all dress up in African outfits, so we're going to make it feel like African here tonight. It's going to be African. Yes, my brothers and sisters, it's going to be African today. I'm serious. Just want to let you know that right now. So, if you feel like it's a little heat in there, don't worry. Just get up and find your seat. Find your seat. It's all right. Now put your fan onto the seat. Put your seat to the fan and make the breeze blow it. Don't worry, you'll see. But before we go into anything, before I bring on my brother here, just want to shout out a few of the events that's coming up. We have Professor James Smalls and Sister Keisha, community activist, because she's no longer a part of the UAM, but she's always going to be a part of the United African Movement. But she's here. Give Sister Keisha a round of applause. She's in the building. Sister Keisha. Brother John, Brother Quasi, he's there. The Dream Turn Reality. He's doing an event on the 29th of August at the Toro Hall, another black-owned, operated place on 1653 with Professor James Smalls and Sister Keisha, speaking on rebuilding the black family through proper education in the 21st century. So make sure you support that. The flyers, we've been giving that to you. Also in celebration, our brothers and sisters from the Hebrew nation, shalom to you family. They are doing a play called The Journey, a story of the Israelites on Saturday, September 12th. I'm one of the promoters for that. From 4 p.m. is one show, the second show is 7:30 p.m. at the Medina Harlem. That's also a black-owned facility. Give those black-owned facilities a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. Black-owned, we gotta keep on supporting those black-owned and operated facilities like the Miss Medina Harlem. That's over there at 116th Street. In Harlem. Also, one of the vendors here that owns this place that I'm about to shout out, Nicholas Brooklyn Bookstore. Big up to the family, Benjamin Nicholas, Monique Nicholas, Benjamin, and another Joel Benjamin in the building. Give him a round of applause. We got the food, the Mojo Cafe in the building. On September 27th, we have the one and only Dr. Laila Africa and Dr. Melanie Stevenson, who will be speaking on health and ma'at in our relationship. Functional extinction exists. It's going to be a powerful lecture with that one. You know Dr. Africa is straight to the point. He ain't got no time. He ain't watering it. He ain't candy coated it at all. So we got Dr. Africa coming in, and that's going to be at Nicholas Brooklyn Bookstore, downtown Brooklyn at 570 Fulton Street near Flatbush Avenue downtown. And before I bring on the New York representative, my brother, you know, I was thinking about something earlier today, this last night. And as I was reading, because I read the scriptures still, I still read the Bible because in there's some wisdom in it. You know, after the first destruction of the whole wide world, so they say, according to them, in biblical theology, the earth was destroyed by water. You remember Noah's flood and all that. Y'all remember that? After the destruction, there was a bow they called the rainbow. Think about this. After destruction, the Creator provided a rainbow that they can see in the clouds, so He would remind Himself not to flood the earth with water again. That's what it says in the scriptures, right? In Genesis. I was reading that today. But when Sodom and Gomorrah was up and about, He didn't flood Sodom and Gomorrah. He destroyed it with brimstone and fire. And that's what's going to be happening here in the Americas and England very soon. Not to get all spiritual and spooky, but it's real. If He's not going to flood with waters, He's going to come with the brimstone and fire. Because even in Sodom and Gomorrah, they couldn't even find one righteous person to save. After He said, look, let's go and get 50. See if you can get 50. God said, yeah, go see if you can get 50. Went over there to try to get 50. Couldn't find 50. Said, okay, let's don't try to find 20. He gave him the benefit of the doubt. Don't try to find 20 people that are not part of the homosexual and lesbian society. Couldn't find 20. Went down to 10. Couldn't find 10. He said, all right, I'll give you a chance. Find 5 of them. Couldn't find 5. Even the angels, when the angels came down to get ready for the destruction, the homosexuals tried to come and have sex with the angels in this Bible. And it's real. So what we're going to have to do is get the heck out of the major cities. No, real talk. We are going to have to get out of the major cities. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Because gentrification means genderfication. Gentrification means we're going to accept all genders as what they are, and every man can be with a man, every woman can be with a woman, every dog can be with a dog, every child can be molested by a man or a woman. That's what it really means. So we got to get ready and get prepared for what's about to take place. Do you hear what I'm saying? Check. I don't hear that. Wait a minute. I don't think y'all hear me. Do you hear what I'm saying? Check. This is serious. All of us that are planning to have children, all of us that have children, we're going to have to be like the Amish and have our own land and our own property and do what we got to do. So growing our own food. That's because the food is being corrupted. Food has now become a weapon of mass destruction. They're using the chemicals and have testosterone in the food and estrogen in the food and all this type of stuff. That's why I'm seeing young men with breasts. Young men with breasts walking the streets downtown Brooklyn and Manhattan. A friend of mine just came from Jamaica and told me that Queen Africa is being under attack because of her new song called Straight. It's a Jamaican system. And in Jamaica, now that they're allowing the gay parade to come to Jamaica, everybody is coming out of the closet in certain parts of Jamaica. Now this is a part, now I'm from Jamaica, and back in the day we used to run the gay and homosexuals out of the area. But not nowadays. And although straight, black, and proud, we're not into the violence. We do believe in protecting our manhood and protecting our womanhood. You understand? And protecting our children. That's most important. So, without any further ado, I'm going to bring up my brother from another mother and father. Another black mother and father who has a black wife and children. I want you all to give a well-deserved round of applause to Brother Ted Cromwell.
Thank you, Jeannie Simon. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Jeannie, my brother. Thank y'all, family. First of all, family, give yourselves a round of applause for being here. I'm trying to be brief, but it takes a special kind of courage these days and times to be who you naturally are. A lot of times people think we're fighting against a particular group, but we're not. What we're actually fighting for is our right to exist the way that we see it. We're practicing Gucci Chocolate, self-determination. 42 years ago when I was born, January 7th, the doctors presented me to my mother and said, you have a baby boy, or boy. 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, and definitely a brain. But as time went on, I started to see how things were changing. I started seeing how females started gravitating towards pretty boys. And boys like me, who like to play football, get an occasional scuffle from here and there, were too rough. And I was wondering, why does sister want a boy that's prettier than her? And some of these boys had long eyelashes, you know, I was raised in the 80s, high yellow, curly hair. That was the thing then. That's how I'll be sure got his record deal. That's a joke, I was supposed to laugh. But the point I'm making is that as time went on, I see how people become socialized and change the definition of what manhood is. Now when I was coming up, I was definitely close to my father. I don't know what it is to be a mama's boy. I was always close to my father. And my father had 6 brothers, 6 strong brothers. So I always knew what manhood was, and God bless my grandfather who has always been there. But these days and times, it's like there's something wrong with being a straight black man. If you decide that you want to speak against things that you don't support, you're an enemy to the agenda of what's going on. So in 2015, a couple of serious serious-minded brothers decided to come up with this movement, Straight Black Pride. And I can't think of a better movement to be involved with than Straight Black Pride. Because the premise of this whole movement is to preserve the black family. See, in the Black Power movement, everybody talks about nation building and building strong institutions. But what good is the institution if the family is not intact? I think the family institution, the black family institution, is the strongest institution we can build and preserve. But these days and times, we're taught to chase money. That's the most valuable thing that we got going for ourselves. If we just get money, all the issues of police brutality will subside. If we just get money, we won't have to worry about gentrification because then we can afford to live in our community. If we just get money, we can provide our children with a better life and don't have to worry about our brothers and sisters. But family, I come to tell y'all, man, it's not the money that's the root of all evil, but the love of money. Because like the brother King Simon said, with AfroCom, it's funded by white folks. When we look at Black Lives Matter, funded by white folks. NAACP, Malcolm X grassroots movement, and any other movement, except Straight Black Pride. It's funded by you, the people that are here. And I think that's so important because your courage brought y'all here. Whether it was across the water or up I-95, you are here in Brooklyn to say, no, we're not going to go for this. So today, we're making history. This is our first convention, but I promise you it won't be the last. Because we have to stand up and fight against the assault that's going on against our children. We see what Target's doing, creating a blurred line. We see what Walmart's doing, creating a blurred line, saying that no more will they make gender-specific clothing, no more will they have gender-specific toys. Well, when I had a little daughter, I had every intention to buy her dolls, black dolls to be exact. When I had sons, I definitely made it my business to buy them toy guns because I think little boys should be aggressive. I don't believe in buying boys jump ropes and things like that and little dolls. That's not what it is. But these days and times, man, they want us to turn our back on our ancestors and piss on their grave and ignore everything that they fought against. Because this agenda we're fighting is a subtle, covert, genocidal attack. They're trying to do with drugs, police brutality, disease, alcohol, lynchings, the Maya couldn't do it. Convince us not to reproduce. And if we buy into this program of not reproducing, of not having more children, then we've already lost. We've already lost the generations that Nat Turner fought and died for, that Harriet Tubman fought and died for, that David Walker fought and died for. I mean, we have so many ancestors that put their lives on the line. God bless Malcolm X. Put his life on the line for us to practice self-determination. It is on us, the few that are here, to not drop the ball. This is not a popularity contest. Everybody that's here is a serious-minded brother and sister. And I truly, truly appreciate you all. Because I can't tell you how much this means to me to know that I have some type of support system when I want to raise my children the right way. Because we see a lot of people are going along to get along. I hear people say they like that the neighborhood is changing and they're proud to have white people in their neighborhood. My children go to a school with white people. It makes me ask, well, what happened to your brothers and sisters, your neighbors that was there 2 summers ago? Do you not care what happened to them? Are we not our brothers and sisters keepers? So Straight Black Pride put together a platform that's very, very simple. This is not complicated. It's not about religious beliefs. It's not about political affiliation. It's about sanity, historical relevance, and black preservation. Straight Black Pride. And let me go to this. We're promoting black family structure, the original Holy Trinity. Man, woman, and child. The way the Most High created it. I mean, when archaeologists and anthropologists go looking for the bones of the first man, they go to Africa. What do they find? A woman. A black woman. So how, in this day and time, can we negate the purpose and the divinity of black women? But when you deal with certain religious ideologies, they tell you Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Where is the black woman in that equation? So let's not forget the Holy Trinity and child. And we're also promoting African dignity. I mean, all of y'all look beautiful. Y'all are some beautiful Africans. Give yourselves a round of applause for today. Y'all are gorgeous. See, we were always taught that to be black is to be inferior, is to be lesser than, subhuman, that we are descendants of orangutans and chimpanzees. But when you scratch the surface and look at our existence prior to the Maya, we created the original civilization. We gave the world God consciousness. We taught the world agricultural science, cosmology, and so many other things. Hygiene, arts, music, math, science. We gave the world so much. So we have to practice African dignity and African excellence. So that means even when we support our black-owned businesses, we can't support you just because you're black. We have to support black excellence. And that's what we should strive to be. Because to be African is to be synonymous with excellence. Don't let nobody tell you no different. We have to promote black business and black industry. We have to stop being consumers and start being producers. But again, producers of quality products and services. We have to promote a global Pan-African unity. God bless the most honorable Dr. Khalid Muhammad, who used to always say, let's die a tribe and be born a nation. With straight black pride, we don't subscribe to tribalism. We don't say, oh, you're a black Christian, you're a black Muslim, you're a black Rastafarian, you're a black Hebrew Israelite. If you're black, you're my brother, you're my sister. So we have to blur those lines and look to build that bridge to our African brothers and sisters. And our family in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, and even in Europe, where we have strongholds in certain countries. And we also, one of the most important things, we have to counter the white aggression, integration, and black degeneracy agendas. And when I say that, I'm talking about white ideas and black faces. I'm talking about this thing that we got called hip-hop, or this new age entertainment like Love and Hip-Hop, or Basketball Wives, or Empire, or you name it, or What a Black Family Is, that disrespects and degrades what it is to be a black family. When you look at these shows, it's all propaganda. It shows you the black man is a degenerate, the black woman is always sassy and has no respect, and the children are just a bunch of goofballs and messes. And that's not who we are. Our children have some of the greatest minds this world has ever produced. I mean, you don't believe, get Dr. Amos Wilson's book, Awakening the Natural Genius in Black Children, or the developmental psychology of the black child. I make it my business to study those as I raise my children. That's why in our home you see no pictures of no Europeans, no Latinos, no Asians, no nobody. Nothing but African people. Nothing but African simple. These are simple things that we can do in our home to support our position of self-determination and self-preservation. Because right now our head is so far in the clouds, we think all these acts of police brutality are isolated incidents. No. This is genocide continued. This is new age, new millennium, 21st century genocide. As Dr. Amos Wilson said, though superficially it might have changed, fundamentally it is the same. We don't look at these murders as legal lynching. We look at it as isolated incidents. We don't look at the murder of Tamir Rice as the same as Ayanna Jones. We don't look at the murder of Oscar Grant the same as our brother Sean Bell. We don't look at the murder of Eleanor Bumpers the same as our family down at Mother Emanuel Baptist Church. I mean, if we start to study our history, really study and get into it, we will see the importance of straight black pride. Because this is simple now. We're back to basics. This is not political ideology. So you don't have to be a political scholar, go and help. This is not religious ideology and dogma. Though understanding the holy text will help, because regardless of what religion you subscribe to, it's all ours. It all belongs to us. Whether it's Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, it's all ours. We just have to reclaim our African identity in these things. So when we learn our history and study our history, we will see how important our history is in the shaping of this world, because other people understand how important our history is. Dylan Roof understood what he was doing and where he was going when he decided to kill them people in the church. He knew who Denmark BC was and his connection to Mother Emanuel Baptist Church. He knew the significance of June 16th and 17th before he walked in there and pulled the trigger. For those who may not know, our brother Denmark BC had plotted a revolt against this country. He was in touch with our brothers and sisters in Haiti who had just won their independence. So he linked up with them and said, look, brother, I want to do the same thing y'all did over there. We got to link up. The brothers in Haiti was with him. He said, coup d'etat, coup d'etat. Over their heads, burn down the house. So that was supposed to take place, I believe it was July 17th. But you had some snakes in the camp. Always got some Hutus. Always some Hutus. Whether they in Black Lives Matter or they out there with Afro Punk or just twerking with liberation flags. Always got Hutus. So we got to be careful. But then BC found out that he was being sold out. So he said, yo, we got to move this a little quicker because they got wind. Let's make it for June 17th. And I believe it was June 16th. Them pilgrims, them evildoers. I don't like being called too much. I'm on to action, so I don't even call people names. But we know who pale-faced people are. June 16th, they came, arrested our brother Denmark BC, tried, and lynched him in a tree in public down in Charleston, South Carolina. So, what does that have to do with Dylan Roof? How coincidental is it that I believe this dude drove 100 miles to that particular church, to that particular place, and asked for that particular minister to carry out this heinous act? It wasn't random, because I'm quite sure he passed hundreds of black churches, maybe thousands. I mean, if you go 3 blocks up, you might pass at least 10. So he wasn't looking for any black church. He was looking for a specific black church. But when he got there, he asked for a specific person. Now, if we understood who this minister was, he was a state senator, and his name escapes me right now. But he was leading the charge against police brutality down in Charleston. See, we still got some radical Christians. Because let's never forget Nat Turner was a Christian. Let's not forget that Marcus Garvey was a Christian. Let's not forget that our sister, Mother Harriet Tubman, was a Christian. So we don't subscribe to the religious hate over here. But what made him go there? And why that particular day? But not only that, slap in the face to those who understand history, but look at the position the family took. And I understand their grieving. So I'm going to be delicate with my words. But there's no way in the world I would forgive somebody who just slayed my grandma, my mother, my grandfather. I can't do it. I'm not with it. It's an act of treason. And it spits on. Those are our immediate ancestors. It spits on their grave and legacy. But not only that, what does that tell our enemy? That our lives have no value. That black lives do not matter. People will only treat you the way you allow them to treat you. If you can kill children, you can kill elders and women, and there's no consequence, then hey, why not get my target practice on? We know these people are natural born killers. They're like a cancer in the body. See, a lot of times, we go to the doctors, and this has been historical for black people. We go to doctors, we find out something's wrong, and rather go back and get some type of treatment, we hide, bury our heads in the sand. We stay away from the doctors and hope it'll go away. But we don't address the cancer. So the cancer festers and grows, regardless of how much exercise we do, no matter how much greens we eat, how much alkaline water we drink. If we don't address the cancer, it will fester and grow. And this particular group of people is festering and growing because we are ignoring them. No longer can we ignore them because they are attacking the heart of this body we call the black man. And the heart are our children. Because I don't think there's not one father or mother in here who will not only lay down their life for their children, but take 2 or 3 on their way out for their children. Because see, we always talk about we would die for the people we love. We always talk about I would die for my child. I would die for my son. We got to get off that sucker pedestal. We got to start saying, I would kill for my child. I would kill for my mother and my grandmother. If these people want to forgive the murderers, that's on you. But see, I can't forgive them. It reminds me of a story I once heard. There was a mouse on the farm, and he went to the other end, right? He said, yo, there's a snake in the house. He went to the chicken. He said, yo, there's a snake in the house. Chicken said, so? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Went to the pig. Like, yo, I need your help. There's a snake in the house. Pig said, man, don't come at me with your problem. Went to the cow. Yo, we gotta do something. There's a snake in the house. Cow was like, man, tell that to somebody else. So while the snake's in the house, the snake bites the farmer's wife. The wife gets sick. First thing the farmer do, go to the hen house, grab the chicken, cut his head off, make her some chicken noodle soup. Don't work. She getting sicker. She dies. So now all the people in the surrounding farms come, pay respect, and give their condolences, so he got to feed them. He goes to the pig pen. Kills the pig because he got to feed the people. Right? But of course he's depressed. And his wife is gone. She used to help maintain the farm. So now he can't afford the farm no more, so he got to sell everything he got. He took the cow, sold them to the butcher. And the mouse looked on and said they thought it wasn't their problem. We got to get serious, black people. We got to stop playing. God bless Mamie to a woke. He said she didn't think what the Negroes was going through in the South affected her in Chicago until death came and claimed her son in the tip. We got to stop playing, man. I can't tell y'all how appreciative I'm here for every last one of y'all that are here because y'all are serious-minded people. Same glamour and glitzy work, but I promise you, I have a good time building with my brothers and sisters, talking strategies, educating the children, going to the range, sharpening our skills, exercising, working out, reading, studying, understanding that this matrix that we see, the Puff Daddies, the Jay-Z's, all rappers, facade and a mirage. The real heroes / heroes are in our books, in our minds, and in our bloodlines. We are the descendants of the Africans that wouldn't die. We're the descendants of the people who survived the Mayapa. We're the descendants of the people who survived rape, murder, mutilation, Jim Crow laws. Now we're going through gentrification and the most subtle genocide that I think black folks have ever seen. We thought crack was bad. I mean, crack was evident. Took the finest woman on the block, turned it to everybody's toy. We saw the strongest, baddest brothers in the hood who had integrity, good jobs, and good families lose it all. Ugly crack star. Somehow we survived. Thanks to brothers like Sonny Abuga Carson, who went around Bed-Stuy, walked up and down these streets, shutting down crack houses, standing up to drug dealers with guns, telling them no more. I had spoke with the real Rick Ross. I spoke with the gangster monster Cody, now called Sinyanga Shakur. Brothers who learned the error of their ways and who want to change the community. The problem is, what and where is our community now? We are the seedlings of this community. We are the new vanguard. And I thank y'all so much for supporting Straight Black Pride because I don't think there's been a more important movement to date since the nation and since the UNIA. And I say them to movement that outlasted him, and so did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Regardless of our ideological differences and how we may feel about them men personally, from the ancestral realm, they are still doing the work. What are we doing? What are we doing? And this is a general question because I know the brothers and sisters here are serious folks. But I'm talking about our direct family. I think for every conscious brother here, one of our brothers is a crackhead, he's a drunk, he's a homosexual, he may be a pedophile, or he may be a bougie Negro that just want to move away from the black experience altogether with his white wife, living somewhere in Park Slope. But there's some of us that still hold the integrity and dignity that our grandparents and great-grandparents held, who saw fit to love a black man or a black woman. So again, family, I want to thank y'all so much. Give yourselves a hand. Because without y'all, me, Jeannie, nor the brother King Simon could have done this. We could not have done this without y'all. In fact, Jeannie was concerned yesterday because, you know, they were talking about bad weather. You know, and a lot of times we are fighting the beast. We're like David and we're fighting Goliath. And I told my brother Jeannie, I said, yo, bro, if it's just us with our family out here, we gonna have a good time. Did y'all have a good time yesterday? I know I did. Because see, sometimes it ain't all about lectures and the rallies and the rabble rousing. Sometimes we just gotta decompress and unplug and enjoy each other. Life is too short. I had a brother. He got shot some years ago by one of his best friends. He was paralyzed in a wheelchair. Right? So he's been in the wheelchair for at least 10 years. I forgot the year it happened. But last week I was in my library and I have a picture of all of us hanging out. And it was on my bookshelf. And I was saying, I gotta call this brother. I gotta call this brother. I get a phone call. He's in the hospital. Don't look too good. He's in the coma. They may have to put him in a hospice or a nursing home. I was praying that he come out the coma. But I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday he passed. He passed away. His funeral was this week, coming up this Thursday. And I say that to say that we have to love one another. And tomorrow we promise to none of us. Yesterday was a beautiful day because we were able to decompress. We didn't have to sit in the Ashe corner. We didn't have to say amen to something everybody said. We didn't have to worry about if we had the right outfit on. That's right. We brought our family out and it was just good old traditional black family love. That's right. And sometimes we have to do that, man. It ain't always got to be a circus or horse and pony show. Sometimes we just got to come together and love one another because we are not common. We are making history. Because I don't know nobody standing up against this attack like the straight black pride movement. And this is only our first meeting. Now I know there's people out there doing the work, like National Black United Front, who I can attest for a fact that I see everywhere with their Feed the Hood program. In fact, I soldier with my brother Salim one day on Malcolm X Boulevard, freezing cold. I'm talking about it was great. I bought a hot tea, it was iced tea before I knew it. But we were out there giving out clothes, giving out hygiene supplies to our people. And more of us need to be doing that. So with Straight Black Pride, we got so many programs we want to implement, but it has to be family oriented. So we're speaking about family orientation. We're going to bring on our children in a few minutes. But first, I want to introduce y'all to a young, strong brother of the Straight Black Sisters, of his creativity in Black genius. Brother Ashe, are you ready? Family, I want y'all to get a strong black to our brother Ashe.
Oh yeah.
Peace and dog, man. My name is SJ. Some of y'all might know me. If not, I love to meet y'all, each and every one of y'all. Much love to my big brother, irritated G, ever since I met him in the show of love. You know, I made it this movie was definitely needed. You know, and right now, I'm just give y'all peace. I see we got some babies and some beautiful women in here, so I'm gonna just release peace. It's a love piece. And I'm working straight black power. Hey, black women, black love, that's black power. So this piece right here is called Cherry Covered Chocolates. Cherry covered chocolates swirling ribbons through my mind. Plush velvet, gold lips are just lines I want to cross every time. Cherries. Let my words use my tongue to tie your stems into knots, releasing butterflies from your belly. You barely get hot chocolate without whipped cream. Hello, hello, hot fun Sunday. Let me one day, one place in your bed. Your legs running in one place, but you ain't gonna know me. I wanna indulge in your dark decadence, desire your design is dessert, delivering pleasure to my mind with a smile that reminds of truffles and wine. I wanna dine, I swing my sweet tooth in your skin, searching a fix that only you can satisfy. And this play is in grave danger, as I'm digging you. I crave you. Favor, flavor, I savor, my savior. On knees, I pray to this Godiva diva, bearing cross legs, convert me. I'm a believer, leaper. Sweetness, you must be from Venus. Because the fact is, with eyelash like fly traps, I glance and I capture you of the black on the back of my eyelids. A creamy, dreamy sensation, sun-kissed skin shining and blinding my third iris, I wish not awakening. You are my fave, like Ferrero Rocher, Moncherie, my cherry on top, or whether on the bottom of my drink, either way when I'm thirsty. Your midnight flesh, I strike your clock with my long hand, bending you into 6:30, it gets dirty, so I'm about to clean up. Sweep up your cocoa shaving, scattered sheets, slaving the strings, I pull like puppeteers, you dance the strings, I pull like guitarists, dark chocolate teas, I'm strumming things with eyes closed, low, imagining that this is my solo, low on your neck, fingering your fret till you hit chords from splendid red lips on brown skin, mocha watermelon tint, make love to me like you want to give me back my melody. Your body on top of mine just melted in, take your time like Hershey syrup, dripping from the bottle, I squeeze in anticipation, licking flavors from fingertips. A glimpse of you, I need a cup of water. Often I'd sit and wish I'd slip into your Hershey kiss, Nestle and Twix, ain't messing with this 100% dark content, dark continent. Your smile makes my brain release endorphins, omega love, antioxidants for my soul, and the afro aphrodisiac. You walk in causing hearts to spin vicious, sis, you are hard to miss, so instead I make you my missus. Said I make you my missus because you are hard to miss, hearts will spin, you are dust in the flesh, casting shadows in broad day, your skin glows in the dark. No longer color, you create new tints like royal brown, you be an empress, you are neon black, a creature of the night, but a queen of the light of the sun standing in front, you are a walking, talking silhouette, a golden mold showing a perfect figure through a prototype. An original, in the mirror they mimic you, you are Eve's fashion icon, a black bombshell, cracking concrete wherever you step, you break, devastate me, baby. Take me over this rock, lady, on your bed of stars, you are dark matter, you're everywhere my vision is. Moving your spirit, girl, I'm serious with sexual anking, I make points on your body, all aligned with serious pyramids on this monument. Not do anything for Roman. You better have some round of applause. Give a round of applause, please. Hey, is your phone number? I'll take your phone number. Keep in contact. Once again, give brother Tad Cromwell a round of applause. Also, give a round of applause. Yeah. Say it loud. Straight black and we proud. Come on, ready? Say it loud. Straight black and we proud. Come on, say it loud. Straight black and proud. You know, I'm happy that we moved it here to Brooklyn after all, after the National Black Day, and it's a Muslim community. They don't tolerate that homosexual stuff, you know. No, man, ain't no Fruit Loops
when we approached him, when the brothers approached him, I wasn't there, but when the brothers approached him, he started crying because he'd been molested in trouble and whatever happened. You know, he broke down. But they had to escort him, but he was just like a woman in the men's side. He was coming to the men's side just like a woman. Sir. And during the Ansar Law days with Dr. York and Imam Isa, it was a man dressed like a woman that came to try to kill her. I was there. I remember that. He threw a smoke bomb in the mosque and everything. Trying to go and get it. Lucky the security was tight over there at Bushwick Avenue and the Ansar Law community. I used to make the pizza over there back in the day. So big up to all the Nuwapians in the building, big up to the Nuwapians in the air. Gotta big up the vendors. Give the vendors a round of applause. Come on, give them a round of applause right here. DJ Supreme is over here. DJ Supreme, keep it up, keep it up. Mojo Cafe is here. Give them a round of applause. Mr. Audio is right here. Give them a round of applause. The Wellness Center, Queen of Four Wellness Center, give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. We got Authorized to serve the building. Give them a round of applause. We got Mike Taylor over here with some folks and community. Give them a round of applause. We got my man Perry and his beautiful wife in the building. Give them a round of applause. We're taking over there. That's Sister Kapuni. Give them a round of applause. Got a Rastafari and Flavia over here. Give them a round of applause in the building. Also, we got Ted, Neeson, that's over here. Give them a round of applause. Also, who the heck is over here? I can't remember who's here. Oh, yeah, Sister Awad Tank, a good friend of mine from the Ansar community back in the day. Give them a round of applause. This is the new level in the building. Give them a round of applause. That's Kate. Give them a round of applause. Kate, give me the cake, well, okay? And give my man, Irritated Genie, a round of applause. I want to first and foremost say, happy anniversary to Irritated Genie and his wife. Give them a round of applause. Happy anniversary. Stand up, let's cry, baby, come on. Take it back and they cry. They've been married how long now? 1 year, wow, 1 year. Hey, I thought it was 10 years right here. So y'all only got the 1 year itch, right? That's 1 year itch. It goes by 3 years. You know that 3 years is when you get used to everything. Give them a round of applause. Look, I just got married since June 15th, so that's a few months. I've been married twice before. And that's what Malcolm X said, do it until you get it right. Don't doing it until you get it right. And I hope this is the third and last time I pray. If it's not the last time, I'll still get another one. I keep it moving, y'all know. Look at y'all. Okay, without any further ado, we're gonna bring up my brother, the national spokesperson, my brother here, the author of the Straight Black Pride Movement. I want y'all to give a stand up and give a well-deserved round of applause to Irritated Genie of Soul Fees. Help someone give a round of applause. He brings down the Ideological Straight Black Pride.
My ancestors woke me up this morning. They say, son, you do know what time it is, don't you? I said, what time is that? And they said it's war time, so welcome to the war front. Give yourselves a round of applause first to start out. And we gotta start it out with that right energy. Let's thank all the brothers and Brother King Simon. Let's show Brother King Simon for getting the word out and getting all of his family here yesterday and today. Let's thank our Northeast Regional Director, Brother Tad. Is that a powerful? Give him a round of applause for that story about the house. By the way, brother, you're not going to upstage me. I'm still in that story. I will be using that story in one of my future lessons. That was a really powerful story. I'm listening to what he's saying. I said, that's real because that's what's happening in our community. Many of us have seen the threats and seen the issues and been screaming to try to do something, and it's nobody's fight. And finally, it comes around, and now the destruction of the black family is everybody's fight. All of us are seeing our families pulled apart from us for one reason or another. So I'm going to come here and be real brief and talk about this platform, but I first got to get the energy right. I'm going to say it, and I want to hear you say it, and you can't just say it like you're just saying it. It can't be like, they say that because Irritated Genie asked me to say it. You got to say it like every fiber in your body believes it. Meaning, and there's only 3 words I'm going to say. words might be. Oh, so y'all are ahead of me already. I'm going to say it to try to get some energy, and then I want y'all to show me that I didn't have no energy. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. So the ancestors can hear you. Straight black pride. So our future generation of children that we're going to bring into this world and protect and hear you. Straight black pride. Oh yeah, I think y'all mean that. And to all of our ancestors, men, women, and children who have fought so that we can be here and have a day like what we're having today. We're going to say it one more time. This is for the freedom fighters. For the women who were brutalized on those ships but got back up and said, I'm going to keep fighting. You're not going to tear me down and kill my spirit. For the brothers who spit in the faces of Euro when he called him out of his name or when he resisted that abuse. This is for the children throughout the history of the world who said, if it's not enough adults to fight for black people, we children will go out on the battlefield and fight for our people because we love our race, even at a young age. Straight black pride. Yeah, and let's give a round of applause. The ancestors are happy with us today. They are. I'm going to be very brief. I'm only going to talk a little bit about the ideology. More for people who are not here than the people that are. The people that are not here will want to understand what is this about. We want to understand what this is about, and I was talking to Baba James Small, and he said something that really had a lot of weight with me. I love talking to the elder because every time he gives the kind of jewels you can't find in a book. These are jewels of experience and freedom fighting. He told me that the reason that we were getting so much resistance from outside forces from the straight black pride community, he said that in our history and sojourn in the Western Hemisphere, we have not had an identity. We've had labels. He said that individual groups that have come up with identity, sure, you know, the Pan-African community, the Black National, but in general, we've had labels, Black, African American, labels. He said, but what we have not had is a tight identity as a race, where the average black person knew who we were and what that meant to be that. And he said, what scares people, the white establishment, the LGBTQRS, TUBWX, now they trying to take my identity. We got to do something before they take the alphabet, man. But he said, what scares them so much is that for the first time in a long time, maybe ever in the Western Hemisphere, we now have an identity that describes our philosophy, our economic philosophy, our social philosophy, our racial identity, and the context of our character. When we say straight, black, pride, that's not just as simple as saying I'm an African American. Because what does an African American do? It depends on what they put on TV. They put us smoking weed and shooting up dope and calling out women all kind of names. That's what we think we are. No, this is different. Straight. So before we go any further, stop. What is the straight black pride movement? Before you go any further, do you know that a man supposed to be with a woman? Yeah. Oh, I know y'all know what y'all hear. But the idea is that in the world that we are living in, no matter where we find ourselves internationally, confusion is being created about our identity in terms of men supposed to want women and women supposed to want to identify and be with men. And this is all the way across the world, on every continent. They're going into the minds of our children and trying to confuse our children. So we need a movement and an identity that first thing says we know we're supposed to continue to exist for generations. We started the door straight. If you don't know a man's supposed to be with a woman, which means a man is not supposed to be with a man. He's not supposed to be with a child. He's not supposed to be with an animal. And whatever else these white folks will come up with, because I don't know what they got in the closet, because weird stuff. Whatever else they got is not accurate. A man's supposed to be with a woman. If you don't know that, you don't believe in that, and you won't stand on that and protect that, then this movement is not for you. Now, how many people are you straight? Raise your hand high so I can see it. If you ain't got your hand up, that must mean you're not straight. Let me see it. Because I got the hands up when I said that. All right, good. So we got that there. Now, we have an identity that says we are sane African people. You know man supposed to be a woman. The second part of the platform. So many black women have spent their lives toiling, spending money, investing, giving their whole lives away to raise these young black males into manhood. Give them everything that they have. And what happens? These same guys who had a black woman who gave everything, grandmas and aunties and everything, the minute he gets a contract to make a lot of money, or he gets a large position in the company, in corporate America or something, the minute a white female will be interested in his economic status, because that's all she wants, he turns against that black woman and goes running to this bitch. What the straight black pride movement says is, listen, how can we as black people say that blackness has value if we reward racially treasonous behavior where people leave their mama and their father every time they make it? Sisters do it too. He says, I'm a brother, I'm gonna pick on the brother. Now my brother, you run around with somebody that ain't a black woman. The point is, we said we gotta start validating black life. And we can't do it trying to be everybody's friend. So what does it mean to be black? Did your mother and your father make the right decision? Did your mother say the only right choice for me is a black man? If she did it good, you welcome here. Did your mama make a good decision? Now we got more black folks. Did your father ignore the foolishness of the world and say the only queen for a king is a black woman? If your father did that, he made the right decision and you're welcome. But now you have a responsibility too, because we're trying to keep it black. That means, brother, when you're ready to pick a mate, and even on your way to doing that, the only acceptable individual for you to be courted is a black woman. Period. Let me clap for that, sisters. Y'all know, you know these brothers when you hear that. I mean, not the ones in this room, but the ones on the planet. And sister, I know we've been acting crazy, but that's no excuse. You still not invited if you get it wrong. As crazy as we've been as black males, the only way you got here and the only way we can have a future is if you stick with us long enough for us to get this thing right. Get a black man a chance to be men again, get up on our feet and build something for our race. Black woman, the only acceptable partner for you is a black man. Can we clap on that? I see y'all got this is a little hesitant on that. But hopefully, through events like this, when we come out of the same mind, and that mind is straight, that's right, that mind is straight black pride. Let me say it. Straight black pride. That's right. See, now we have parameters. We're not just coming in looking black. We have the same idea in our head. So if a brother single says that you want that child to be straight, no pedophiles around, no homosexuality, not acceptable. Black, you're not doing this in a racial thing. And proud, and sister. If you meet a brother here, you shouldn't worry about him being on the down low or running around having homosexual friends that he's hanging out with all times of night. Because that brother you meet here, if he's genuine and believes in this concept, he's straight, he's black, and he's proud. So he's not going to have a child with you and turn your children over to pedophiles or homosexuals or ignorant Negro behavior. And I'm going to wrap it up here now and talk about this pride aspect. We already got the part that we straight. Let me see, how many people straight? come in different shades and colors these days. I mean, tall homosexuals, they got African outfits on, but ain't nothing African inside. I just gotta keep making sure, periodically. And here today, we what? Straight? Let's do it again. We what? All right, that's right. We're gonna stay straight, black, and proud. What is the proud? Listen, brothers and sisters. How are we going to spend our money with all of the races that are enslaving us and be proud? How many non-black vendors do you see in this building? I can't hear you. How many non-black people do you see in this building? How much money to a non-black person did we pay to secure this facility? Which means all of the money for this event went to who? Our people. Can we be proud of that? Let's clap for that. We spending money. We got our brother over here with the orange shirt. We got our food vendor. We got the building, the drinking water. We got what they got? They got a lot of stuff over there. The shirts and soaps and books and everything. What's that? We got Seamoss. I don't know what that is. Y'all see I'm not that healthy, so I don't be doing this stuff. Seamoss is the stuff you want right there at that table. We got shirts here, African prints for the youth. We got African artwork. We got necklaces and chains. Save me one of those too back there. We got, I can't even see in the back. We got crystals. Got to keep that negative energy away from you. What we got in the very back? Oh, we got our red, black, and green flag, so we know we got support. This is an African marketplace. The bottom line is being proud. Food, clothing, and shelter are the basic foundations for life. In order for us to be proud of other people, we got to be able to provide food, clothing, and shelter for our own people. And that's what we're seeing here now. And this movement is going to sponsor. By the end of 2 years, we are going to produce more independent black entrepreneurs than you can imagine. Because every event that we do, part of what we're doing is taking people who make products, we're going to begin to sponsor those products, and we're going to ask everybody. We're going to have an official soap, we have an official tailor. My wife, can you stand up, please? I just want y'all to see this, because the Straight Black Pride tailor made this, and the sisters in Canada, she wasn't able to make it, she was trying to, but the point being, we are going to find a place to market our goods and services through the Straight Black Pride movement internationally to our own people. And lastly, under pride, a couple of things. One, we must educate our children. We cannot allow them to go into the house of our enemies and be destroyed and then start wondering why they're in the condition they're in. Also, brothers, and I always say this when I come to New York, because it's got to start here. The idea that we can spend 25 years making music, calling black women bees and whores, and every negative thing that we can think of, and then start complaining that we can't find queens, we sound like a bunch of effeminized males. We created the problem when we let these small hats inoculate us with filth to give to our people and our daughters. And now that they're a little reflection of that, we ask them what's wrong with them. The question is what's wrong with us as men? When there's a problem, men identify. If they were wrong, they apologize. And lastly, they fix it. New York, you started this music culture. It's been taken and it's killing African people all over the world. It's time for you to take it back. Remove the destruction towards our women. Stop talking about killing black folk. That wasn't you. And give us something that can liberate African minds around the world. With that said, brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. I just wanted to lay out the ideology of this platform, why it exists. We're going to save our race. Can y'all feel that? Do y'all believe that? It don't sound like it. intermission here because we got food and vendors and things of that nature. I'm going to play a video for brothers and sisters around the world who are part of the Straight Black Pride movement. While we listen to that, I want you to get your food. I want you to go to the different vendors, get your waters and everything like that. And when we come back, hopefully our brother Kaba, who got caught in some open up the program, coming from DC, the traffic's in the bag, he's going to come up here and he's going to blow this place out. So this brother, how many of you have heard Brother Kaba soul singing? Oh, because many of y'all have heard it. I promise you, this brother got that soul like Donnie Hathaway. He's going to come up here and tear this thing up. And we're going to enjoy ourselves. So please, go and support the vendors. We're going to take a brief break. And when we come back, we'll come back with our youth program. All right? Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Give the Irritated Genie a round of applause. Come on, put your hands together. Hard body, hard body. We're talking about black woman respect. I want to sing a verse from one of my songs to you beautiful sisters. And it's an old reggae song that I used to do called Respect and Protect the Black Woman. Y'all ready? Yes. It's an old reggae tune. You ready? Yes. Who like reggae? Put your hands up if you love reggae. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, it's going to be Acapulco right now. We're going to do an Acapulco. All right. On the better respect, protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. Respect, protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. Respect, feed your black woman. Protect, that is the duty of a man. No disrespect, the actual foundation because the beauty of a woman is procreation. You better learn to preserve for your black children. If you diss the black woman, you diss your nation. If you don't protect the woman, you're not a real man because respect and protecting the black woman. That's the only reality for original black man. Respect, protect the black woman. They're the only means of reproduction. Respect, protect the black woman. They're the only means of reproduction. Respect, be your black woman. Protect, that is the duty of a man. No disrespect, the actual foundation. Because the beauty of a woman is procreation. You better learn to preserve for your black children. If you diss the black woman, you diss your nation. If you don't protect the woman, you're not a real man, not a mercy. Long time. Oh! We're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna take a break, walk around, support all the vendors. We're gonna play the CD, and while you support, get some food. Make sure you get some of the DJ, go to DJ Capri, go to Mojo Cafe, go to Sister Audio with the raw food. Also, we got Queen of Foods Help Ride, and you can get a free DVD with that. Also, make sure you get your face painted, and Brother Perry is over there with his beautiful wife. Also, Sister Jafunia's in the building. Also, check out my Rasta family with some great stuff for the body. Also, we have over here, we got Tag and beautiful names. Also, we got Sister Awate with some nice clothing, some African clothing. Also, we have the essence of the white woman and also Irritated Genie's tip over here. Give yourselves a round of applause. Put your hands together. Come on, put yourself together. Give yourselves a round of applause. We're going to go good. And we'll be back right after this.
Donnie Hathaway. And I don't say that lightly. Like, my favorite all-time male vocalist is Donnie Hathaway. I get extremely upset when anybody sings his songs because can't nobody sing like Donnie Hathaway. This brother's the only brother that I've heard sing Donnie and start getting tears. Not tears of anger, but I feel like Donnie done came back almost and graced our presence. So I'm going to bring up a brother. He's going to do a song. It's called Africans. And this is a theme song for black people around the world. This is our story. This is his original song. So I want y'all to get ready for a brother. I don't try to sell on nobody and I can't count on. This brother has never let me down. Every time he grabs the mic, people want more. So he's going to come up and do Africans, which is a theme song for our people. And we might even vote when it's over. Everybody, I want you to hear this one thing. There's a question. I know y'all like listening to me now. You buying stuff, but everybody listen to this. We gonna vote. That's how much confidence I got. I think that this song, Africans, should be one of the theme songs for Straight Black Pride. Like one of the songs that we play, even if you're not there, every time we do an event. But I gotta let you hear it first, brother. You got a lot of pressure. Because they might not vote in favor if you come up here and you can't sing. So I don't know what we're gonna do. But I want y'all to hear that. Then he got a special treat. It's a song about the black man and woman. If you like the first song, he got another song called So Far to Go. It's about the love between black man and woman. So without any further ado, I want my brother to find where he's gonna put his phones down and get comfortable, and he's gonna come up here and blow you out. I don't even know if it's legal in Islam to sing like what this brother about to do. So if you get in trouble, brother, it ain't my fault. I can't do it for you. Without any further ado, can we get some love for Brother Kaba Soul?
I don't know if anybody can live up to the building that brother just put there. We're going to do our best. How the Africans feel? Y'all doing all right? This song, as Jimmy said, is called Africans. That I, that you, that they
Can I get a straight black pride hat on that? Straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride.
All right, so this next song right here is a very special song for me. Actually, I have a CD, and I do have some available. I do have the official bootleg version too. It'll be written in my own handwriting because it's out of print, but I printed some up just for this occasion. I wrote this for my wife, one of two songs on the album for my wife. And as some of you know, she passed on to the ancestors earlier this year. But she's always going to be with me and with our children. And that's a beautiful thing. And we were going through a little something, and I was like, you know, we came a long way, baby. We can't just give it up. So we pushed on through, and that's something that we all should learn is conflict resolution. We're going to have some rough seas sometimes, but we got to push on through for the family and keep it going. And this particular song, I was feeling it so much. It was a track that was done by Dre Dillon, and Common originally did it along with D'Angelo on a song called So Far to Go. So I just decided to put my spin on it. And I was so feeling the song that when I went in the studio, it was a freestyle, so I didn't even write it. It just came from the heart. And it's called So Far to Go. So here we go. A little up tempo, so you can move a little bit. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got a little caught up. All right, here we go. So we're going to go. Can I get a little hand clap? Get some energy up in here. Hey, yeah. Whoa. We have come so far. We got so far to go. Is that right, sister? I'm going to say it again. That we have come so far, we got so far to go. Since the days of the beginning of time, you've always been on my mind. The way you smell, the way you walk, the way we share. The way you talk, like woman, I love your hair, from the top of your head to all of this atmosphere. I love your wisdom, eyes. I love them heels, running like the knives. Yeah. But we got so far to go, baby. Yeah. We done come so far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We done come too far to let this thing go. So we gotta keep moving forward. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We done come so far, we got so far to go. Yeah. We done come so far, we done come so far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanna see like a paradox. How do we go so far? We got so far to go, got so far to go. Yeah, you know we got history. And we go way back to the glory days of our soul and our sin. I gotta be with you. I never turn my back. Cause if I did anything less, I'd be less than that. yeah. We got so far to go, yeah. Thank you very much. My name is Carlos Soul Singer, Straight Black Pride, 2015. I said I have some official bootleg versions of the CD for just $5. So, you know, make sure y'all send me some of that CMOS too.
Good? Yes, sir. Straight Black Pride. Alright. So, before I go into this piece, I also would like to tell the people, I actually created what they call a gun club. It's called a BB2E gun club. And what I've been doing is, the first month we took 7 people out. Last month we actually went last Saturday and we grew to 15 people. Next month I'm expecting to grow more. And I'm going to invite people that's about Black Power, Straight Black Pride. You know what I mean? So if anybody is interested in that, please come talk to me. We're defending our families and we also learning from sport and self-defense. We're not using violence, but we definitely want to put ourselves in a better position going forward because we see other people, other races, they out there training their babies from 8 years old, 6 years old. You know what I mean? We need to be doing this. We need to be prepared and stop waiting until the last minute. So like I said, it's called the BB2E Gun Club. The BB2E means Black Power. And we're going out every month. So somebody please, if you're interested, come contact me. And with that being said, the first time around I gave y'all love piece. So this one right now is for my sophomores out here. So let's just go into it. Drastic times call for drastic measures to save you. I enter to free you, I'm not here to entertain you. Vultures stole Masonic measurements so they can frame you till I'm 360 degrees, I'm begging from every angle. The table's full of warriors, Oguns and Shangos. Dancing with these devils, I ain't in the mood to tango. I'm entangled like a Nazi's web with Nazi-headed posses. We create the Anunnaki, I'm ancient future technology. Stopping me is an impossible feat. I channel me and cultivated rage of the teens that died in the street by the hands of my oppressors. I'm forced to create a massacre with Africa vernacular, black magic. I cast a spell by poem, prone, and fracture. Bones are broken, miraculous. Cowrie shell or shoddy shell, either way it's spectacular, I'm a monster. I should be shackled up, locked in the attic, bro. But when provoked, I invoke the multi-consciousness. This content is a conjuring with consonants. The consequence is death, and I conquer it. Africans never die. We transition to heaven skies, a better weapon, a Wesson with wings. I'm the God, you need repentance. Lightning flash fast just as my mind's made. My times came, thunder roll, sealing my fate when I make a decision. Incision sharp, precision building sparks in my psyche to remind me that I be a living God and I govern my own moves. There's no Messiah complex when I'm vexed. I'm calm and collective, collecting what's next like some stress that he's coming when he is already here. Beware, it's in your favor, you are the savior, you wait for, so claim dominion over your destiny. Shake the living breath out the beast, no, it can't rest in peace, the system stressing and poverty spreading like cancer. And Babylon swear they've got the answers. My people said they want life seeds cultivated in our streets, they ain't planting seeds, they planting candles, do work. Little we are gaining when asking instead of creating, so we are taking action, we are not asking, we are taking. We are not asking, we are taking. Taking our time before time has taken its toll. I am taking a breath of life and then I am taking control. Wind rolls, ancestral moon rising, the tides, the turmoil, and our suns boil the waters, messing with me as troubled seas. We are weightless even in our state of sleep. We're living on a different plane which you can't see. To liberate is in our DNA. Earth shakes when I lie, baby, quit your church and that awful thing they call tithes, but to the trees all the time I make an offering. Realize the red blood and economic power, then circulate those greenbacks back into black dollars. RBG is a school of thought, and most of us have flunked. Debunk your flunk education. We must fund our own schools for our children and learning assimilation, but assimilate is a simile for death. And I'm as cool as the breeze, but at high speeds we could be deadly. We are organized tornadoes. We must act fast. Whirlwind and grip whatever tricks are up their sleeve. We must grind with black fists, clenching our dreams. We must take control of our future. For I am all, and through me all things shall prosper. Obstacles are obsolete. I am the absolute adversity. I am my higher self. I am not a figment of your imagination. I am all figments of my imagination. I am, there's too much fire right there. You feeling that? Like I said, my name is Ashe Yesterday. I'm a hobby. Please come reach out, talk to me. Straight black pride. Bring it to me. That's what it is. Peace out.
All right, when she's ready, the only right choice is a black man. Sister Ideological, let's show some love. Come on, let's stand up for our young people. She's not afraid, come on. Straight black pride, come on, straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride.
Like the letter J. Yes. Okay. So, the question he asked, why would I want to marry a black man? Well, that's simple. Because he's a black man. He is the father of creation. He is the one to carry out the rules and regulations of the household and the financial benefits of our family, right? And he basically is the one, the glue of the family. He holds the family together. When you have, when a woman decides to marry a man, or when she decides to carry that man's child, and the man decides to leave, and you have a single mother, what's the word? You have a single mother taking care of like 3 children, she can't keep the children together. The father's the one who's supposed to tell the child, yo, listen, I can't be doing this, and I need you to do this for me, I need you to do that for me. He's supposed to be the one to set the record straight. And in street black pride, black people they're not unified. You have blacks being Muslims and blacks being Christians and blacks being Hindus, but you always bring religion into the fact that we still black. I'm Rasta, and you don't see me going around saying, yo, because I'm Rasta, I'm not gonna hang out with no Christians. We black, we're supposed to be unified. That's how it's supposed to go. And without unity, we can't conquer anything. That is why white people, they have this rule my mom taught me, it's divide and conquer. If you teach a child who grew up being a Christian to become Muslim, the child's not going to listen to you because all his life, he or she grew up being Christian. So when a white person decides to come to a Muslim, when he decides to come to a Muslim and say, yo, that Christian's an X, Y, and Z, you know that Christian and that Muslim won't have a quarrel. Because as far as they're concerned, they don't agree on the same thing. They don't believe in, one of them don't believe in Allah and one of them don't believe in the Messiah. So as far as I'm concerned, without unity, we cannot conquer anybody. And without unity, we cannot rise up to our own circumstances. We do not set any standards for ourselves. And as the youth representative, because I'm the youth representative, I don't think you mentioned that. Yeah, so as the youth representative, I'm just saying that children, on a whole, we need to be the ones to step up because our parents set the trend for us, but we have to be the ones to walk in their footsteps, even though some of us don't really do that all the time. We may cause trouble and we may do things wrong, but actually we're looking up to you. Because without children, there will be no future. Even though we're doing things wrong right now, they're calling children vixens because they're following the video vixens on the TV. And even though we follow the video vixens on the TV, even though we do things that parents would expect us to do, sometimes the parents need to step up and say, yo, listen, and not every time you need to follow what people say. You need to be your own leader, you need to be your own person. Now, Straight Black Pride. Because we ain't a hate group. We are a group of people who promote black families, man, woman, and child. As the man said on the video, we are the first community. We are the first people. We are the first people to set the trend, the first people to do whatever we have to do because we do whatever we gotta do. We are the people who set the trend for everybody and everyone. And we ain't here to step down. We ain't here to be conquered. We are here to conquer others. Because it is us who started everything. All other people did was take and rearrange. But we made everything. We are gods and goddesses of this earth. We are the people, and the people we are. And if y'all don't understand that, then I do not know where you're going to reach in life. Because life is quite easy. All you have to do is understand yourself and know thyself. That same statement came from Kemet, but Greeks took that and decided that the philosophers are the ones who made the statement, know thyself, when it was actually the chemists who made the term, know thyself. If you don't know thyself, then who are you? Who are you really? Thank you. Everybody have a good day.
Come on, we can do better, man. Come on. These folks come up here and talk about watch go marry a black man. You talk about that? Ancient timid, fighting homosexual stuff, fake black pride. That's what we're fighting for. That's good. The young man was supposed to come up next. Oh, so he will still come up? Is he gonna come? All right, so we have a little bit of patience here. Step out the room for just a minute, but we gotta get the balance. Let's give our sister a round of applause again. That was strong. And then we just stepped out the bathroom for one moment. I want to talk about why this is so important. We made a huge mistake, and I don't know if it was a mistake or it was just circumstances. We've started so many movements and so many organizations in the history of this country. Once you start studying them, we always say, how did we do this then and we in this condition today? What we have not successfully done is pass the torch. I'm going to say it again. Sometimes we get so good at what we do and fight for our people that as we begin to get older, we need that to validate us. And we're no longer looking for the future. We're now looking at our own needs. So we close the movement up in our olderness or our elderness. And then the young people with the fight and the drive and the rhythm and know the new world that we're going into, we don't pass it on to them. So they get bored with us. We clog it up and don't pass the torch. And then they go away. And then we gotta wait 20 or 25 years for them to come into their right African mind, put some new energy and start it all over again. And so that's where we are today. It's beautiful, straight black pride. But from the very beginning, as you see here on the first day, look at all the young children that are here. They're not here for show. We're teaching them to be straight. We're teaching them to be black, and we're teaching them to be proud about who they are. So let us not forget that lesson. Young man, you know, come on up here and give us that balance. Let's give them some love, brother.
Hello, my name is Lucas Maxwell. Good day, Black family, Black Power.
Black power.
I'm up here to speak about why I want to marry a black woman when I'm older. Well, it's obvious. You're black. You're beautiful. And why wouldn't you want a black woman in your family? They're better at cleaning, cooking. Why washing the clothes out there back. See, and that's all you need is a black woman in the household to help you. But if you have a white woman now, when it goes, oh, I can't do this. Oh no, please, help me, come please. No, that's not right. When a man come home from work, they need a rest. They need some food. Would a wife help you with that? No. It's simple. Get the black woman to help you in your needs. It's really simple. I mean, like. That's it. Thank you.
Man, he didn't want to speak. I'm glad he did. He said, listen, that's a black woman. She's everything. Everything to me. You don't want the white. You want the black. That should be a commercial shit. We don't do a straight black bag commercial. It's simple. The black woman is simple. That's my new drink. They ask me something. It's simple. The black woman is simple. Did y'all enjoy that? Let's show our young people some love. That's what we're talking about. We got lectures and everything. So now we're going to have our brother Ashe come back, and he's going to do an award. He's going to do the award, man.
And that brother, not only speaking, we played at the Straight Black Pride in Prospect Park yesterday. That brother played some good volleyball. Give that brother another round of applause. Now, I gotta say one thing. It was men versus women yesterday in a volleyball game at the Straight Black Pride. I'm not gonna say who won, but I'm gonna just say next year, ladies, y'all need to step it up. That's what I'm gonna say. So, I've had the pleasure of meeting, a lot of the elders, Baba Baruti, Professor Jeffries, Professor Smalls, and, I can't even say that it's just that. No one can say that it's just that because we can't even say the same behind a black woman. A black man is a black woman because it's written next to it. Next to the black man is a black woman. And sometimes they're even stronger than a black man because to be able to push a black man with all of the strength and all of the, the ego that we have, and a lot of men don't even like to, admit that. But it's just an African way. A lot of men, we are aggressive and things of that nature. So to have someone that can keep that man aligned, straight, and focused, they definitely deserve like lifetime achievement awards. You know what I mean? So I want to say big up to all the mamas out there, all the elders that are out there putting in a lot of work. And we can't say, we know Coretta Scott King. We know all of our leaders, all of our great leaders, they definitely had a compliment. That's what Baba Baruti teaches us about complementarity. Because me personally as a black man, whether I'm a spoken word artist, whether I'm an entrepreneur, businessman, doing whatever I'm trying to do out here, I would never be able to reach my fullest potential unless I reach my compliment, if I made my compliment. Because there's pieces of me that I would never be able to access until I met her, to come with that feminine energy. You know what I mean? It's electricity. It's a positive and it's a negative. If I'm just being who I am, I'm never going to be able to charge up fully. You know what I mean? So I got to say, we definitely got to give a huge respect and much love and gratitude to all of the women, the sisters that are out here. Especially the sisters that are in this room today, and every sister internationally that rep Straight Black Pride. Because it's so important for our sisters to really be seen. Because a lot of people, when you say Straight Black Pride, you talk about homosexuals, they talk about, you're just a homophobe. First of all, we're not afraid of gay people. That's what that means. Homophobia is a fear. We're not afraid of gay people. It's just that we are trying to set our future up in the right way so our children can come around and feel safe. You know what I mean? So we can carry on the tradition of our ancestors. So, with that being said, I was saying that it's very important that our sisters are on the front line to be seen speaking because this is not a group where it's going to be a lot of the brothers, even though we are the brothers that's on the front line protecting the sisters, you know what I mean? The great minds come from the feminine aspect, and we need our sisters to be front line and checking these other sisters, because we know that, you know, if you look on the YouTube and you look on the Empire and television and everything like that, the majority of the time you're seeing a lot of sisters out there pushing this. A lot of sisters are out there and they, you know, not accepting it, but condoning it, letting things fly, letting things go, you know what I mean? And we gotta really come together and make sure that we are on the same page when it comes to the straight black pride movement. And have our sisters on the front line so we can check that. Same way the brothers gotta check other brothers. You know what I mean? Back in the days, you know, I'm 30 years old, but when I was younger, I had the experience of seeing my uncles and my older cousins and things of that nature that would stand up men. You did something around them and they didn't like that, you know it's going to be a problem. You couldn't even do nothing around them without being checked. You know what I mean? Nowadays, brothers are just condoning everything and letting everything fly, turning the other cheek. But turning the other cheek is what got us in this position that we are in now. Integrating is what got us in this position that we are in now. That's right. Allowing homosexual tendencies and things of that nature is what got us in this situation now. We are trying to turn that around. We are not trying. As Baba Rudy said, we got to stop using that word try. We have to do. We can't afford to waste any more time. We black people are poor. We simply can't afford that. And I'm not just talking about financially poor. I'm talking about spiritually poor. Because we've been spiritually raped for so long from so many other people. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I just want to say that it's very important for us to recognize, you know, our sisters that are out there. Me personally, I have a compliment. We've been going together strong. She's teaching me just as I'm teaching her, but that's what it's all about, growth. Not having an ego, taking your compliment with stride, and knowing that you both have goals and you're going on the same path. Once you got the same path in the same direction, you can't lose. And that's what it's really all about with the straight black pride movement, is making sure we got the same goals. You know what I mean? So I want to bring the brother Genie back up and, you know, give him a round of applause again.
Let's show that brother some more love. I do not know, I don't even have an idea where I would be if I didn't have the support of my wife today. Not just the financial situation, not just the support. Everybody knows me would never believe that there's ever half of a moment when I get discouraged, because I don't show it too much. But sometimes when you look at the Negro population of planet Earth, it can get a bit overwhelming. I mean, I'm okay with dealing with the white folks. We done had about a couple thousand years white now. Okay, we got to deal with it. But when your own folks just keep letting you down, it can weigh down with you. And brother, if you don't got a queen there, when you start to fall back, it's just like this, right there, pushing you back and driving you and pointing you to the next conquest that you got to do. Sometimes you can lose your way. So this part of our program is called Black Wives Matter. That's right! That's right. Let me say that again. Can you hear me right there? I want to show you. I can tell you that, but I can show you better than I can tell you. I said, well, first of all, let me get my chant going. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. Straight black pride. All right. If you wasn't saying it, you might not be straight. I don't know. But this, see, we walking around now, we're not closet heterosexuals no more. We're not closet married men in the closet. Well, I actually like my wife. Yeah. Don't say that. I don't want to offend anybody, but I really love her. Now, we got sisters and brothers saying, even if you're not married, the black woman matters. And she don't matter as a play toy, she matters as a wife with a commitment to help us raise our children and be everything we can't be when we can't be it until we can get back to being everything. There's nothing we can do successfully as a race without our black women. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring on two sisters one at a time. If I brought them both up here together, it might be too much for you. I don't want nobody collapsing here. There are actually black women who love black men, who stand on the forefront. Y'all had idea how much grief I get at home from my wife wanting to be out here fighting for our people. Somebody gotta raise the babies. I mean, you want me to come and you go out there? She's like, yes, no, it's not gonna work that way. Because those things he was talking about, I can't do none of them. So I'm gonna go fight, and you fight from behind the scenes and keep doing it. So I'm gonna bring up two sisters y'all gonna love and appreciate, and they gonna talk to us about why our beautiful, eternal, and everlasting black wives that we love and commit our lives to, that we will die, but more specifically, with the brothers I roll with, we will kill for them. We gonna die anyway. I mean, the day you was born, the one guarantee you had is one day you're gonna die. So ain't no reason to commit to that because God took care of that for the neighbors. When the Creator made it, that was the guarantee. But what are you willing to say? That this means enough for me that I will split your bliggity head open if you violate or do harm. See, I know there's children, so I can be appropriate with it. And the thing that I think for a black man that's still supposed to get you going, if nothing else will get you going, when you see that black queen need your help, it's supposed to bring the manhood out of you. So brothers, since I'm bringing the queen on, and I want her to feel protected, I want her to feel supported, I want her to feel loved, I need the brothers to stand up, only the brothers, all the black men who will fight, and even those that are killed to protect and defend the African woman, the black woman. Let me hear you make some noise. I'm bringing over my wife, my friend, my comrade, the woman I married, the black wife that matters to me, Sister Never Talk.
Straight Black Pride, man. Straight Black Pride. Only beautiful black people in here could breathe on it. But first and foremost, I want to give honor and respect to my husband, known as Irritated Genie. Okay? Because without him, honestly, this idea would not, you would be here today. He had this idea of Straight Black Pride. And it started with that, an idea. And he came to me with it, we talked about it, we built each other about it and brainstormed. Then he went and talked to the brothers, King Simon, of the Tag, and other brothers and sisters around the country, Keisha, and started building and further on it, until it became what it is today. That was through the action part. Where our ancestors said, they say that everything that happens through thought and action. Right? That's the only way things come into fruition. And so that's why we're here today, through thought and through action. And that's why we're mobilizing internationally. Those of you who may have seen, we had videos playing of the family around the world, not around the country, around the world, who are now with Straight Black Pride. They're supported from London, they're supported from the continent, they're sending videos, they want to set up chapters, they're ready to go. And so today, my husband asked me to talk about why Black lives matter. I think this is pretty easy one. I think you can be a little bit of softball. Like, that's not easy, but sort of like the young brother said. But I'm going to go into it because obviously it's not that simple. If it was, we wouldn't see the confusion that we see outside when we step outside of this door. And so it takes me back to, in 2007, I went on a trip with Baba and Mama Ashwa and Mary Rakwesi to Ethiopia. And many of you may know of their trip, their more famous trip. They go to Kemet every year, they've been going for 30 years, but they also do a trip every year to Ethiopia. And we were in Ethiopia in 2007, and I was blessed to see in the museum what was the replica of Degnish. For those of you who may not remember who Degnish was, or she is, the oldest living fossil they found on the planet. Millions and millions of years old, found in the highlands of Ethiopia. And I was humbled to sit and almost kneel because the replica has her showing that she's a very modest-sized African woman. And I was humbled because I'm looking back at myself, looking at myself. Understand what I'm saying? united with an African man and multiplied. So theoretically, she was the first wife. I don't know about I'll leave that. She was the first wife. It was the ignition, a black African woman and an African man. Bonding and creating children which further created us. That's how we're here. That's how we're standing here. Without the ignition, we would not exist. And so, it reminds me about support. And it's that why it's how we support each other. Because it takes support to create a nation, to build a nation. When we look back at ancient Kemet, thousands of years ago, we can look back and we can see that the queen supported their husband. When they had to go in the battle, the fighting rights for thousands of years. Didn't have ever since they came out of the hills and gates of Europe, fighting.
That's right.
So there were queens who stood by their husband and went into battle, fighting at their side. When their husbands died, they picked up the sword. I'm not saying this because it's a story. I'm saying because in ancient Kemet they wrote it in stone because they knew we forget. They wrote it in pictorial form because they knew we forget our tongue. But even in coming into modern times, when we look at Queen Taitu in Ethiopia, Queen Taitu, her husband Menes, they were fighting together to keep the dirty Italians out. So Ethiopia was one of the last bastions on the continent that had not been colonized. And the Europeans had said, hey, Italians, you can have Ethiopia. So the Italians went in arrogantly thinking they were going to take over Ethiopia, not realizing they were in for the battle of their lives, literally. And so Queen Taitu went with her emperor, she was the empress, went into battle with him. She rode horseback by horseback, side by side. She headed up military squadrons of her own and went to war to protect what our ancestors had created. So much so that Ethiopia can boastfully claim they are the only country, only piece of land in Africa that was not colonized to this day. We could go on and we could look at Queen Nzinga, who again, she was a queen of Angola. It was her time to reign. She had seen her mother and her grandmother's mother's mother be queens and have a time to sit on the throne and enjoy the wonderful people and everything, the glories of their empire. But she had to come down off her throne because again, the dirty Portuguese were coming in and we want to take this land. And she had to galvanize her people. We have to fight. These are black queens and black wives who stood up and said, I'll fight with my husband. Even if he dies, I stand for him. We look at Nat Turner. We honor Nat Turner. Just this past Friday was the anniversary of the Nat Turner Revolution that occurred in Southampton County, Virginia. And many of us are familiar with the name Nat Turner, but we're not familiar with Cherry Turner. And Cherry Turner was his wife. And let me just backtrack for one moment because we talked a little bit about ancient times, but we have to stop. Baba Baruti, who we also honor today, Baba Baruti teaches us in his book Kebuka. And if you don't have Kebuka, I really implore everybody to go home on the internet, go to copenhouse.com. You can come and see me and I'll give you the website, you can write it down, and you purchase Kebuka. It is an outline. I don't know what to call it. It's a book, but I feel like saying the book doesn't give it enough justice. But he's telling us about the Ma'afa. Not our Holocaust, our Holocaust. Because we were dragged through literally physical hell on earth. In the book, you're going on a journey. And you're in the village with your family, and all of a sudden you're taken. And you're marched on a path. The path from the village, from the interior portion of Africa to the coastlines, where they had the ships waiting for us, that path was called the Coffin Line. And on the Coffin Line, the whites, they're very arrogant, they like to take notes of everything. They study everything, and they write it down. In their journals, they talked about how when they shackled us, they would shackle in our feet, our hands, our necks sometimes, and people would just die on the Coffin Line. Blood, this was a horrific sight. Horrific sight. They did not have to shackle the women because the women would follow her man right by his side, no matter where he was going, because she knew he is my protector, he is my king, he is the only one who will save me. Wherever he goes, I go with a package. And then they didn't have to shackle the babies because the babies went wherever my mother goes, I go. True story. My husband tell you, going out the other day out of our house, and I couldn't get in the car in the driveway. I said, pull out in the driveway, and I'm going to get it when you pull out the driveway. So my husband was trying to pull out, and my son was like, stop the car! Stop the car! He's yelling at his father. He's like, what's wrong with you? You can't leave mama, you leave your mama. I mean, you're serious. You're serious. You need to stop the car. Let mom in. Because he's not going anywhere without me. We're family, we're a package. And so this is why Black Lives Matter. We talk about Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and we know that Amy Jacks Garvey was there by his side. Even when the Negroes right here in New York City wrote letters to the whites and told the whites, get him out of here. And they deported him. She was still by his side. Even when he died, and in my estimation of a broken heart, she was by his side to carry his legacy so that we know his name today. We talk about the Honorable Malcolm X, who again founded this building, and Betty Shabazz, who was there by his side. She was in the Audubon, pregnant with their twins. Their twins, children, the fifth and sixth child, when he was shot down in front of her. And she stood by his side the whole time, and she stood even after his death to make sure he understood who he was. And I want to wrap up right now by saying, I want to do one thing. I want to engage the audience here to get you to understand about Black Lives Matter. I want all the black men in the room who have black wives. You're married, you have a black wife, please stand. Please. Brothers, please remain standing. If you are a black man in the room and you have a black daughter, I mean you had a union with a black woman, maybe she's not your wife, but you had a union with her and you produced a black daughter, please stand. Anybody that has a black daughter, please stand. Please remain standing. Everybody remain standing. If you're a black man and you have a black sister, a biological black sister, who you have the same mother, same black father, please stand. Anybody, black men, you have a biological black sister, please stand. Please remain standing. Finally, any black men that have a black mother who came through a black womb, an African womb, please stand. Now we're going to do it for the people out there. If you're a sister in the room and you have a black husband, please stand. Come on, family, remain standing. If you're a black woman and you have a black son, you united with a black man and gave birth to a black son, please stand. If you're a black woman and you have a black father, please stand. You can't do the birth if you have a black father, please stand. Now look around you, black family. Everybody in the room should be standing. This is straight black pride.
That's right.
With this combination, 1 + 1 = 2. That's it. They united with a black man to create a black child, which created us. We are standing here because of our ancestors. We have got to uphold straight black pride. Because if we don't, we are null and void. That's why Black Lives Matter. Straight black pride.
Wasn't that something, brothers and sisters? Yeah, let's show that girl to the people. Come on, little baby. I'm going to be good. Say straight black pride. All right. That's all we needed, but that ain't all we got. I ain't even gonna do a whole bunch of and guaranteed to knock your socks off without any further ado. Stand up for my sister Keisha, New York's own.
get your minds right. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all met my husband yesterday. And the sister said to me, she said, he's so quiet. He all right? Of course he is. Make a move towards me and see what happens. When we decided to purchase some property here in New York, and you know how bankers are. They're running game as if we had not studied this road before we came. And so the woman was speaking to my husband, and my husband was looking toward me. And she knocked on the table as if he wasn't listening. She said, Mr. Forrester. He said, don't knock at me. All decisions go through my queen. Period. So whatever game you running for 4 hours now, she tried to jack up the rate, to give us more money than we needed, and the like. That's not going to happen. Sisters, if you want upright men, you have to be upright women. Brothers are way more sensitive than we are. Believe that. I have a son, 26 years old. They are way more sensitive than we are. Don't fool with their hearts. Don't fool with their minds. You can bring the worst of the lot and uplift and rise him to where he needs to be. The man you met yesterday wasn't the man I met in the beginning. I had to raise him up. When I first spoke with his mother, she said he is a different man. I married a real shotter. Where's Simon at? A real shotter. But I had to make him whole. Make him whole because I wanted a husband for myself. I wanted a man who would help me raise my children correctly. So what works for you may not work for me. We get that twisted, sisters. We look at this big bubble. I have people come to us all the time. Y'all so happy? Y'all just got married. Hell, we've been married 16 years. But it's brand new every day. How do we do that? We know each other well. Before you bring a man into your home, sisters, know him well. It took him 2 years to even know what my mama looked like. I gotta see where this thing going. We are straight, we are black, and we are proud. That is not communal, it is political. Sisters, a political game is being played on here. You see, if they destroy your man, if they destroy your sons, you are left in the open with nothing. That's why a lot of y'all ain't got a man now. You've been tricked. You've been tricked. Brothers, I have to get on you too. You have been tricked. You looking for things that are temporary. Everything in your immediate view is temporary. You can read a book once and then read it again. You say, oh, I missed that the first time. You can look at a lecture 5 times. I ain't seen that the first time. You are tricked, brothers. You're looking for a game that you can never win. Beyonce is a game you can never win. You should always look for a mother for your children the same way the woman who raised you is. It must be the same. We get tricked out. It is political. More and more of our brothers are incarcerated. And we've been talking about that for years. But the numbers are upping for the sisters. The numbers are raising. You get football numbers out here. Because you refuse to understand that this is a political game against you. If I eliminate you, there are no more children. If I get into your mind, you don't want a man. I can do it by myself. Heck no. There are plenty of things I can do on my own. I will patiently wait all day for my husband to get home. Look here. This needs fixing. Because you got to go through my king first. That is why yesterday he was just very low key, keeping the scene. You know y'all for the campaign. He whispered like everything all right, babe. That's it. We can communicate with each other without even saying a word. That's because I know my man. He knows his woman. We know our children. Right before they get ready to tell a lie. We can go, and we love each other. Here we go. Brothers, we need you. When my daughter began dating, and my daughter's 19, the first date, Mom said, come on inside. Have a seat. He put his 45 on the table. Now look here. She got curfew. If she missed 1 minute, I'm not coming to look for her. I'm coming to look for you. Prior to that, my husband played chess with this young man. Who your mama? Where you live? Who your daddy? What's your goals in life? And because the young man was nervous, he revealed all of these answers to my husband. My husband said, good. Because I'm letting you know that if any hands ever laid on my daughter, I'm going to look for your mama. I'm going to look for your daddy. You already told me where they work at. If my daughter get a black eye, your daddy is dead. Do you understand that? Sisters, you need that because my daughter must be secure in any relationship she has. She has to know that her father, her brothers, her uncles, and her cousins, and the men of straight black pride will always have her back. Some of you in here may be looking for a mate, sisters. You need to sit with a council of elder sisters who've had marriage for quite some time and discuss what needs to be done as a wife. It is different from a girlfriend. Do not get it twisted. We play this game out here. We have to be serious because we are losing our babies. I spend a lot of time in these public schools talking to school children. I know what's going on. Homosexuality is running rampant. But we have to fix it. It starts with you. You are the first teacher of your child. These two children who came up and spoke before you, that education came from their mother. You have a serious role to play. Stand firm on your square. I don't have much time, so I'm going to be closing, but I'll let you know that Friday, Brother James Smalls, Professor James Smalls, and myself will expound on rebuilding Saturday. You're right, Saturday the 29th, on rebuilding black families, because we are broken. We are seriously broken. Brothers, you spend too much time playing video games. I have to tell a little bit of truth here. I'm going to hurt some feelings, but I don't care. You can see me outside afterwards. Stop playing them video games. Nothing disgusts me more than a grown man sitting up there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. Ping, 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 ping. Sisters, try turning housewives off. Empire ain't that great.
Give Sister Keisha a round of applause. Say it loud, straight black and I'm proud. Come on now. Say it loud, straight black and I'm proud. Yeah, right. So we'll get on my right foot now. My change around. Stop playing. I won't try no split though. My split days are over. Had a growing pull over there at the dojo. I ain't split no one. I try to keep my kicks low. I don't even try to pick it up no more. I just keep it low. I'm still training though. That's how we do it. Enough respect to the ancestors like Master Moses Powell and Master Ronald Duncan and some of the great ones that I've trained with. And this next sister, she's with that's why I love Queen of Four. Let me know and I'll stop the music for you when you're ready, okay?
Greetings everyone. It's an honor to be here today. I'm Hashiba. I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey. Before I dance, I actually was reflecting a little bit before, and I was thinking I went from one pride movement to another. Because I used to be a part of the queer community. I was actually doing a lot of activist work here in New York City, going to college, and I was part of a big event between me and my family, actually. And so I kind of felt like I wanted to come here and share and speak on that journey just a little bit because I feel like I had kind of like a unique experience of having been in the queer community, having kind of deviated from myself, my own feminine nature. And one thing I really liked about what I was seeing in the movement was that it's focused on family, it's focused on kind of turning the attention away from a lot of the negative things that are being put out in terms of the media, a lot of the socialization that's happening to the youth. A lot of what I studied was on feminism, on queer studies and things like that. So I started to see in that world a lot, and I always looked at it as the ancestors came and got me. When I was in the midst of a lot of confusion about myself and my journey. And so one thing I always say to especially a lot of queer people in that community is to continue to do a lot of self-reflection and to kind of find a sense of groundedness in themselves. I was really feeling this was saying before about knowing yourself, because when you can come from that place, a lot of things will unfold in terms of how the feminine, masculine energies are supposed to function in life. And so I just wanted to share my own journey, having been a lesbian and in the community, and being gender queer and being in those spaces and going through a lot of confusion, kind of coming back to myself and my groundedness.
not know what to expect. And want to let our sisters know and all our brothers and sisters know, if you get your mind right, you always walk home. And we go way, all of us, I know me. I done done stuff that people I feel bad about, but you know what? We get our minds right and we know that we, y'all don't sound like y'all know it's coming. Every time I get up here, it's coming. You get yourself together and we know that we, I'm gonna do it one time, I didn't want it. We get ourselves together and we know that we know that we all come home. So, want to thank everybody. Let me tell you what we got. We got lots of vendors here. We want to thank the brothers and sisters that allowed us to use the facility. Can we stand up and clap for them? They didn't bow down when the homosexuals and the LGBT came out here and told them that we couldn't have black family. They didn't back down. We thank you and love you, my brothers and sisters. That's right. The house is looking out for you. Some of our people still stand up well. We're wrapping up, but we're going to close out right. We got cake on the house. So we got all, we're going to eat some cake. We got vendors for food, lotions. We got our Warm Horizon. We got the Straight Black Pride shirts and the Black Lives Matter shirts up here for sale. You can sit down now, but we're going to y'all done heard enough of this. Let me ask you, did y'all enjoy this evening? Yes, sir. Are you excited about what we're going to do? I'm only going to take a few minutes because I want you to hear the vision. And then we're going to close out with my brother doing a Donny Hathaway favorite, Someday We'll All Be Free. Y'all will be all right with that? All right. Now, I just want you to see where Straight Black Pride is going. Straight Black Pride is not an organization. It is a movement. It belongs to every straight, black, and proud person on this planet. We have chapters that are in D.C. now and in New York, and we have chapters that we're going to have in Atlanta. Could our Atlanta family stand up? We start our Straight Black Pride chapter. I said it, Atlanta is gay Atlanta. Gay Atlanta is going to become straight Atlanta. The Straight Black Pride movement. I know she's coming from me, she looks serious. So, we want people to know we have chapters in East Africa and we're going to have chapters around the world. And this is what's going to happen. We are going to find black people who make and are the best at what they do economically. If you make soaps, if you're a tailor, if you make toilet tissue, whatever you do, and if you believe in this platform, we're going to come to you and work it out in business relationships where you can wear the Straight Black Pride and become an official product. When we have our official products, every Straight Black Pride member around the world, we're going to ask our people support. Because you know when a product says Straight Black Pride, that it was manufactured by black people and that you are helping to support independent black entrepreneurship around the world. Once we get products where our people want them, then the next step, every community where black people live, where others have businesses, we're going to slowly start putting our businesses in, and those businesses are going to start going in. Everywhere we have a chapter. We are going to build a school that is a safe space where you can bring your child, where they will not be indoctrinated or assaulted by homosexuality, pedophilia, bestiality, and the rest. And they will learn to love their black selves, to be entrepreneurs, and to be decent Africans anywhere in the world. Also, all of our chapters are going to have at least a garden. We want farms, but if we're in a place like New York where people may not have a lot of land, but some people have backyards, every chapter is going to be responsible that if you're a Straight Black Pride member anywhere in the world and come to a city, we say, where's the farm? Where can we see where our people make our own food? That's right. That's right. We will also connect with the black farmers. Since they can't get their food that they make to retail and make any money, which is why they're going out of business, because all the middle guys in the middle, the small hats, are stealing all the money. We are going, we got to have numbers. When we have our group set up, we're going directly to the farmers, cutting out the middleman with our own trucks, brothers that got their trucks. Come on, here's the route. You go from here to here to here, and every straight black crowd community will be feeding ourselves. Are y'all hearing me? This is where this is going. And lastly, the part I think is so beautiful. Over the last 100 years, since the Garvey movement, we haven't had one movement that connects and bridges the gap between black people in America and the islands and the Caribbean and South America. We don't have anything we see eye to eye on. Now, we do, in identity. And now, when we have a straight black pride chapter in Belize, in Kenya, in Ghana, in DC, in Las Vegas, wherever there's straight black and brown people that are working together, there should be no place in the next 5 years that you go on this planet where you can't get off a plane and say, where my folks at? Where's my chapter at? Where are my people? Where can I drop my children off where they are going to be safe from the ills of this world? So I want you to see, we didn't just come here to make friends and laugh and smile, even though we did that this weekend. This is about black, African, 21st century survival. We are going to take the African continent back. That's going to be the motherland. And everywhere that there are large numbers of black people on the planet, we're going to be the settlers. An international nation of straight, black, and proud people. So what I want to do now at the end of it, we're going to bring our brother up. We're going to say it 10 times. And the first time, we're going to say it kind of low. Because this is how we're going to come. Straight black pride, we don't just kick the door in. You try to walk up on your stuff. And then we get a little louder. And then, when you open your eyes, we in the house now some trouble. We're going to say it 10 times. And each time, we're going to get a little bit louder. Until we at the top on number 10. And the whole world can hear straight black pride. So we start on 2, 3. Straight black pride. 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 Now we in the house. Come on up here, Brother Cowboy. Brother Cowboy is going to take us out. But someday we'll all be free by Donnie Hathaway.
Give it up one more time for the real IG, not Instagram, but the irritating people. On to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. Hold tight and you will keep your self-respect, your straight black pride. Get yourself in gear, keep your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Take care from me someday. We'll all be free. Y'all believe that? Put the fist up in the air one time. It's all about freedom. It's all about justice. It's all about equality. It's all about self-determination. And all always start small, and then they version from there. They blossom from there. So this is where it's all started, right here in this room. First annual Straight Black Pride Convention International, right here in New York City and Brooklyn, right here in the house in Malcolm Hill. This is what it's all about. How come you didn't say that? Facebook, I just noticed that was you. So I gotta get some pictures of some of my people that I'm meeting for the first time, like Brother Jay Black, I don't know where he is right now. Sing your greatest song. And we'll keep going, going on. Take it from me someday. We'll all be free. Hey, just wait and see someday. We'll all be free, yeah. Keep on walking tall, take it from me someday. We'll all be free, yeah. Yeah, just wait and see someday. We'll all be free. Official bootleg version, $5. That song is on. All the songs heard today are on that. Make sure you check me out at Cop Our Soul Singing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Thank you so much.
Remember, we all got some cake to cut. We're going to cut some cake and enjoy. We got the Straight Black Pride cake and a happy birthday and anniversary cake. So who's going to handle the cutting of the cake? So y'all together now. This is your anniversary cake and the Straight Black Pride cake. So I want to thank Masjid Khalifa, the Enlightenment Center here, the building, like I said, found in my Malcolm X. We can still support the vendors as we get ready to pack up and all right, but we want to thank Brother Osman and the security that's here and all the brothers and Muslims. Give them a round of applause. Put their hands together because Islam is really holding a stronghold, and they got these community centers that's allowing us in. That means we, of all different communities, have to form our own and buy our own and do what we got to do for ourselves. And that's what Professor Smalls and Jeffrey said. After we left that meeting at National Black Theater and they refused us with them, we got to actually buy our own building and do what we got. But in the meantime and in between time, support all of the black-owned venues that will let you in with your events. And that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank the children for coming out. I want to thank all of them for coming out. I want to thank all the vendors. I want to thank all of you. Make sure you support some of the vendors. If you can't buy something, get a business card from them. Maybe you can support them next time. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out. Get home safely. So make sure, all right?
Anybody want to take the cake, you come up and take pictures before we cut it up. And just FYI, it's not vegan cake, but it is from a local bakery here, right here in Brooklyn.
All right now, you hear what I'm saying? Don't forget to take a picture of the cake if you can. Take a picture of the cake. Thank you very much. Support the vendors before you leave. Walk around, walk around. I want to thank you, thank you, Brother Tag, Conwell. I want to thank Brother Conwell. I want to thank all of the family. I want to thank my wife. make sure you come out to the event. We do have the tickets for you. Have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Hotel, shalom.